All right. Thanks everyone for joining us. Teoscar Hernandez is now available. If you have any questions, please use the raise your hand icon. Um, Aquí tenemos disponible a Teoscar Hernández, o si tienen una pregunta para él en español, pueden levantar la mano en el chat y yo los voy a elegir. First questions from Jack Harris. Go ahead, Jack.
Hey, Teoscar, can you just congrats on signing. Can you just kind of walk us through what made the Dodgers the pick for you and what sort of their pitch to you was during this process?
Thank you, Jack. It wasn't that many of a choice in the market in this offseason. Obviously, everybody know how the market is right now and how teams are approaching all the players and all the free agency. And for me, it wasn't hard to make decisions going to the Dodgers because I know going to that organization is going to give me more experience. It's going to give me the things that I want in this free agency because I wanted to go to a team that can compete and can be in the playoff and a good team and a good organizations that makes me better players. So that's why one of the biggest reasons I signed with the Dodgers.
What now obviously kind of the slower free agent market's become a story this winter. What was that experience like for you? And then in signing a 1-year deal, like did you have opportunities to sign for longer term, and what made that structure make the most sense for you?
When the off season started on my mind, I wanted to sign a multi-year deal. Obviously, like every free agency. But like I say, everybody knows how hard it's been for this special year. I don't know what's happening, but making that decision, I have more choices, but I think it wasn't the best for me and my family. So I'd rather take one with the Dodgers and go to a team that is going to make me better. And, hopefully everything goes well and we can win everything this year and see what happens next year.
And with with the Dodgers, like I know it's early, but have you gotten a sense from them, or have they brought things up to you that they kind of have pinpointed in your game that they want to focus on or work on, or when you talk about trying to improve and kind of taking advantage of this 1-year deal, kind of what are the things you're looking at as you look ahead to next season?
Not really. I'm gonna be focused on that when I get to Arizona. Right now, I'm getting to know everybody and trying to be in the same mind and the same spot with everybody in the same goal, that is winning. And let's see what happens in spring training.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Teoscar, Dodgers have talked up your ability to hit left-handed pitching a lot since they signed you. Do you expect to be an everyday player, or have they talked to you about your role at all?
I mean, I consider myself an everyday player, but at the same time, I'm gonna be available for any decisions that they're gonna take. I'm gonna be ready for it, and I'm gonna try to do my best and just to bring all the positive things to the team and to my teammates.
What was last year like for you in Seattle? The numbers were down a little bit. The strikeouts were up. Was free agency on your mind a little bit? Did you put some pressure on yourself maybe?
I mean, not really. I was trying to not think about my free agency and trying to get focused on the season. And like I always say, try to help the team winning and win games, as many games as we can. And that was one of my main focus. Swing and miss has been in my game my whole career, but I just tried to make adjustment and try to make it better, and just trying to rebound and have a better season than last year.
So the talk with the Dodgers all offseason has been this $1 billion that they've spent and this super team that they're putting together. What does it feel like to be part of that?
it feels great, you know, when you go into an organization that it doesn't matter how much they have to spend to make their team better and their organization better. That's where you wanted to go as a player, as a free agent. That's the play that you want to be, because they're hungry for winning, and I'm hungry for winning. And I don't think there's a better place than the Dodgers right now.
Thank you.
Next question's from Fabian Ardaya. Go ahead.
Hi, Teoscar. Congratulations. Yeah, how did your view of the Dodgers kind of change over the course of the offseason? Because I know you guys were interested, they were interested pretty early, and but obviously, so the signings they made, how did that sort of change over the last few months?
You know, I mean, from the beginning, they've been there, and I was not considering a 1-year deal, but it's now that I have a lot of choices. And at the end, I just trying to make the best decision that I can for me and like I said, my family. And that's one of the reasons I chose the Dodgers.
And I know you talked about it a little bit, but how do you evaluate last season for you? Is there anything that you were looking to try to do from your swing that was a little bit different, or anything that the ballpark, that was an adjustment in Seattle that you sort of think was responsible for the numbers being a little bit down from usual?
I think everything comes down to be confidence in home plate. That was one of the hardest things for me. It was getting comfortable in home play when we were playing at home. And I think if you can see, if you watch my numbers, there's a big gap between playing on the road, playing away. So it was more getting confidence at home and just trying to do the same thing that I do when we play it on the road.
Thanks, Teoscar.
Next question is from Christian Romo. Go ahead. Next question is from JP Hornstra. Go ahead, JP.
Hi, Teoscar. Did the Dodgers approach you about deferring some of your salary until after this year, or was that your idea at all?
Say it again.
With respect to deferring some of the money in your contract until after this year, was that their idea, the team's idea, or did you propose that?
I mean, I think like every player wanted to get like all the money in the same year, but like everybody knows the Dodgers are a little over the luxury tax, so that was one of the options that they gave me. They put it on my hands, and I decided to take it like that.
And did you know anybody on the Dodgers who maybe said anything to you about what's happening around the team, or otherwise convinced you that this was a good place to sign?
I think like you can see it from the outside when you see a team doing the things that they were doing, the things that they had done in the past 11 years. I think it makes it easy for you to decide where you wanted to go, and for me it was easy to decide that I want to be a Dodger for at least 1 year, and just try to help them and do the best that I can, and just trying to fit together with the other guys that are already there.
Next question is from Kerry Osborne.
Hi, Teoscar. Back in 2021, when you had your best year with the Blue Jays, you were surrounded by a powerful lineup, lots of guys who could hit the ball out of the ballpark. How did that benefit you then? And how do you anticipate being put into this lineup full of powerful guys with the Dodgers now, and what that could mean for you this year?
Back then, I think what makes me better, it was when I was going to hit, I always found a lot of people on base. And I think that makes me more patient on the plate, because I know they're not going to throw a lot of good pitches to hit. And I think that was the difference in 2021 when I had that big year. And going into this lineup is going to be a lot better, because I have players like Mookie, Freeman, Otani, Muncy, and all those guys that I can learn from them.
And for you in the outfield, what has been the biggest difference between playing right field and left field? Is there a position you've been more comfortable with?
It's always been right field, but I'm always in their hands. If they want me to play right, I play right. If they want me to play left, I play left. I make the adjustment, try to do the best that I can, and just trying to make every play so I can help the team.
Thank you, Teoscar.
Ahorita vamos a empezar con preguntas en español. Primera pregunta de Diana Alvarado. Go ahead.
Gracias, Juan. Teoscar, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenido a la ciudad de Los Ángeles. Cuéntame, ¿cuál fue la razón principal que te llevó a tomar esta decisión y aceptar el contrato de los Dodgers?
Gracias, Diana. Una de las razones fue de la forma que ellos están yendo hacia la temporada venidera, la temporada de 2024. Ellos están dispuestos a gastar lo que tienen que gastar para formar un equipo, porque una de las cosas que me llamó más la atención fue lo que salió en la prensa, lo que salió en las redes sociales, lo que ellos le dijeron a Otani. Ellos han ganado, de los últimos 11 años, creo que han ganado 10 veces o 9 veces la división, pero que solamente han ganado una serie mundial, que ellos sienten que han fracasado en eso. Y una de las razones por las que firmé ahí fue esa, que es un equipo que ha tenido mucho éxito, pero todavía se sienten que no han logrado lo que ellos en realidad buscan, que es ganar muchos campeonatos, y esa fue la razón por la que decidí los Dodgers.
Con Betts, con Freeman, Otani, Muncy, Will Smith, ahora tú, ¿cómo describes la ofensiva de los Dodgers?
Es bien buena, ¿sabes? Ellos ya tenían una ofensiva bien buena, ahora tienen a Otani, ahora me tienen a mí. Y como siempre le he dicho, voy a tratar de aprender de los peloteros que ya están ahí, de los que son más veteranos que yo, como lo que tú mencionaste, y tratar de unirme a ellos de la mejor manera y tratar de producir como ellos también para ayudar al equipo.
Como dominicano, Teoscar, ¿cuál es tu máximo referente que ha vestido la casaca de los Dodgers?
Es bien especial, ¿sabes? Uno siempre ve el equipo de los Dodgers como una de las mejores organizaciones, y como ya lo dije, pocos dominicanos han tenido éxito con la camiseta de los Dodgers. Y para mí es un orgullo poder representarlos a ellos y poder también representar a mi país y tratar de ponerlo lo más alto que yo pueda y tratar de ayudar a la organización de los Dodgers a seguir teniendo éxito como ellos lo han venido haciendo en los últimos 10 años.
¿Y cuál será tu rol en el equipo, Teoscar?
No lo sé. Solamente me dijeron que voy a estar empezando en el left field, pero sin importar la posición, sin importar el puesto en el line-up que me pongan, el trabajo mío es tratar de ayudar a mi equipo, a mi compañero a tener la mayor cantidad de juegos ganados al final de la temporada regular y seguir ganando en los playoffs.
Gracias, ya estaremos ahí para darte la bienvenida personalmente.
Gracias, Diana.
Gracias.
Y la última pregunta de Claudia Gastro.
Felicidades, Oscar. Es un orgullo tenerte aquí en Los Ángeles. Pregunta, acabas de hablar acerca de Otani y que esa fue prácticamente la decisión que te hizo tomar, ¿no? Para venir aquí a Los Ángeles. Tú conociendo a Otani, obvio, por que se han visto ya antes, ¿qué es lo que podrías hablar acerca de él y del trabajo que tú has visto cuando te has enfrentado a él?
No, lo de Otani
Acerca
es
de su
algo,
trabajo. ¿Qué es lo que podrías decir de él?
lo de Otani es algo increíble. Creo que cada pelotero, cada persona que está viendo lo que él está haciendo debería sentirse especial, porque el béisbol tiene muchísimo tiempo y nunca se ha visto un pelotero de la magnitud de Otani. Obviamente es un pelotero que ha demostrado ser bueno bateando y ser bueno pichando. Eso no aparece todos los días y lo ha demostrado porque Como ya lo dije, tenía mucho tiempo el béisbol desde que empezó y no se había visto un pelotero del calibre de Otani.
Muchas gracias.
Gracias a ti.
Gracias, Teo. Gracias a todos. Thanks everyone for hopping on. Brandon Gomes will be available in 5 minutes. Gracias.
Gracias a ti. Thank you, everyone.